Hi, before this video is actually starting, this is Editor Luna here. This is my first time making a podfic, so I'm very much a beginner, not to mention I'm not a good reader, so I would be confused on how words are pronounced or how I should pronounce words. But to be honest, this is my best work so far on reading in general. So, yeah. This is chapter 1 of MHA OneShots by Artemis_Andrew on AL3. This is chapter 1, and it's called I'm Just Gonna Shake. I don't know how to pronounce it, and I don't know what it is actually. But anyways, time to get started. Hello everyone, this is Liz Luna Knight here. This story is called MHA OneShots. Archive warning. Creator chooses not to use archive warnings. This story has 2 chapters and has 866 words. Summary, goofy little one-shots. Author's notes, see the end of the work for notes. Chapter 1, I'm just gonna shake. Izuku lays in his dorm room, staring up at his All Might poster. His body is sore and tired after another day of training. It was his first night in the new UA dorms, and he'd already settled in. Obviously, his room wasn't as spectacular as the others, but it was perfect to him. He just about to shut his eyes for a good night's sleep until he heard the most I don't know how to pronounce that word. In the entry of his story start to play. Shake it off, started blaring from the room next to his. Izuku opened one annoyed eye and wanted to tear at the wall in anger. He just wanted to sleep. Why wouldn't the world let him sleep? Wearing his All Night slippers, he particularly kicked open the door of the next door's dorm. "Turn it off," he yelled before taking in the fact that number one this was Kachan's room, and he was clearly starting course laying on the floor with his earbuds in, meditating in a typical Kachan manner, aggressively trying to hold in Langer's curse. Anyways, Izuku trapped him. Whatever. Him on his putting shoulder. Kachan opened an unspammed eye. "The fuck you want, Deku? You're embarrassed. Earbuds aren't in," he chuckled. Bakugo stumbled, turned his music off, and took a sigh of relief before realizing down or before the relation down. At the most Izuku could see of the five stirrings of grief flashed through his eyes. "I don't know what you're talking about," he growled. "Why the fuck are you in my room? I swear I will do whatever you want if you keep between you and me." He looked at Izuku morsely, as if he had lost everything. ... Hell no, he went back to anger. "Deku, you better not fucking tell anyone." Explode Engin. What? I don't know the word pronunciation. In his palms as death threats. "I don't have to," Izuku smiled as Mina, Denki, and Kaminari branged in, being the busy buddies. Oh, I think it's just written differently. buddies they were. Wow, Bucku, bro, you're a software Kirishima, correction. Kirishima asked. Manly, I guess. Mina looked around his room, taking in the fragrance and poor stars. Just you're almost as you're almost as all might obsessed as Midoriya. Wow, Bakugo, I guess the Esther gonna hate, am I right? Kachan looked ready to kill all four of them in the instant before staring and landing on his bed. Fuck off, he muttered, exhausted. Nah, we'll stay. It'll be like a sleepover, Mina squealed. Izuku took this as his time to leave, or Kachan might actually murder him this time. Later that night, after he'd finally found sleep, despite the large and gentle, he could hear Bakugo whispering thoughts through the walls. I will kill you tomorrow, dude. Hey, don't blame Midoriya just 'cause I made you look beautiful. Mina laughed as Izuku could hear Denki and Kirishima strangling in the background, snorting in the background. You're done. Trying to calm his nerves, he slept, not knowing the revenge Kachan would extend the next day. I'm not going to read the next chapter in this video. If you really want to read this on your own. Okay, back here with Editor Luna. That's the end of this chapter. Yeah, I'm not going to read another part of this, and I'm not going to chapter 2. I've already said the person and the name of this fanfic, so go check the original author and the fanfic out if you want to know more and want to know what happens in the next chapter. This is at the end of the video. Sorry about the background noise. So yeah, goodbye my starbeams. Yippee, all done. First ever podfic. Yay!